What is going on, my bro chatcher notchers? Chris here, and today I'm going to be talking about player housing and my thoughts on why it is good and why it is bad. So without any further ado, let's get into it. First off, let's look at the pros. The pros of player housing would have areas where you can put your stuff, areas where you can hang your kills of an epic troll that you beat and take its skull and mount it on the wall. A place that you can show off to your friends and say, this is my house, this is why I made it. It took me hours of crafting, hours of gathering, but I made it my own. And one of the things that would be bad about it is it would just lag the fucking game, because I know for a fact that they won't have your house in a city. If they were going to implement player housing, it would be zoned, whereas you click a button instead of going into a dungeon, you would go housing and it would port you to this let's just put it this way, field, and your house would be in the field, and you can edit that whole field. You can edit the inside of the house, the outside, and that would take up a lot of bandwidth and, you know, online stability if there's a million players doing it. But with that said, I am one person that really wants to see player housing, and this is my 3 reasons why. I want it to be so I can show off to my friends the epic items that I've collected in the Elder Scrolls Online. I'm sure you guys are the same. I mean, who doesn't want to find an epic staff that is worth unlimited amounts of gold, silver, or bronze? Millions of gold even. And just hanging up in their house. Your friends won't be able to take it from you. You have it there forever, mounted above your fireplace, sitting down, drinking your troll fat soup. You know, it's the way to do it. Another thing is the customization. You'll be able to make your bed have so pretty and have flowers, and I mean manly bones and dragon skulls and stuff. I love flowers. And another thing is going to be where you can invite your friends. Let's say, alright guys, we're going to have a guild meeting. Let's go to Chris's house, or let's go to Dan's house, or let's go to Pip's house, or Blank's house, or whatever. And you can kind of go in and everyone can mess around, and you could go out to the garden and duel and that kind of thing. I would love, Jesus, that would make the game so interesting. I wouldn't even play the game if you could do that. It would be like having a real life scenario. And that's what ZeniMax is trying to bring to the Elder Scrolls Online, having a real life scenario. Now, one more con is most likely, I said it already, the bandwidth or, you know, online data that it would take up for having zoning. But if they can implement player houses, maybe they could implement guild housing. Now, guild housing is the exact same as player housing, but from other MMOs that I've played, such as Ruins of Magic, from guild housing, where you could go in and you'd have all your leatherworking stations, all your blacksmithing stations, all your alchemy stations. You'd have a guild bank, you'd have a guild hall for your banquets, you'd have a training area, you'd have that whole place, but you had to work to get that. And that's what I want to see from the Elder Scrolls Online. What do you guys want to see in terms of, do you want to see player housing or guild housing? Because I would prefer to see guild housing preferably, because you could, you know, let's say if you're the guild leader, you'd have your own quarters. You're a guild sergeant, you'd have your own quarters. If you're a guild lieutenant, you wouldn't have your own quarters, but you have certain ranks. You know, it's just the whole idea of having a guild housing over player housing sounds a lot better to me, and it would be easier for, you know, ZeniMax to implement it. Now, with guild housing, I would also like to see, now this probably isn't going to happen, would probably be the companions, where you could go and leave your companions at your guild housing. I know there might even be companions in the Elder Scrolls Online, but if they do implement them, you could send your companions there, say, listen, go back to the guild and get me some troll blood. I need it for my alchemy, and your companion will go and get it. So the whole idea of player housing isn't just for the player, it's for the whole guild. Or not player housing, guild housing. I'm getting my words mixed up. So if you guys would like to see guild housing or player housing, leave them in the comments below. So I will probably see you guys next week, or in the weekly, or in the Class 101 guide. If you like these kind of topic videos, make sure to leave them in the comments below, and I will do a lot more on them. This has been Chris from Spartanjesters, and I'm out. Thanks for watching, bro, chacho, nachos.